Mark, what is it about the coach that drives you and your teammates?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. We have a lot of tradition at Kenyon, and we have a lot of contact with past swimmers, a lot of alumni, and we always share stories about Coach and the things he's done, and it's hard to pinpoint a method, to his madness, I guess. It's hard to say.
What does Coach Steen mean to me? Coach is not only a coach, but he's a mentor. He's a father figure. He's a friend, and he's a constant challenger.
Energetic, fast-talking, excellent striving, cutting-edge technique embracing.
His mind was always intrigued, excited by ideas to help his swimmers.
As a human being, he's more able to focus in on one idea, one moment, one season, one curiosity than anyone I know.
Coach Steen was a really important part of my college experience, and I credit him a lot for my success, especially because he knew how to get the best out of me at the right time.
Having a coach who's loud enough, who is persistent enough, and who dares to challenge us, well, that's what made you the motivator that you were. You were an intentional motivator.
He communicated intention and then left it to each of us to do with that what we would. Embrace it or eschew it, buy into it or not. To me, that's the consummate leader.
Every practice, every team, every person on the team is special. It needs to be treated in a special way, under the special circumstances. And he always wanted everyone to maximize their potential.
And he never rested on his laurels. He was always searching to find new ways to scale even higher mountains.
He couldn't stand complacency. He forced you to accept your weaknesses, to attack them, to even embrace them, right? And that's a journey he sent hundreds of swimmers on through the years, and we were all better for it.
Even after 30 consecutive national championships, he didn't just rest. He wanted to go find the next cool new training method to help all of us get better.
His genuine interest, curiosity for his swimmers, that there's a genuine interest in seeing them achieve their dreams, to get better, to grow. And it's not just in the pool, it's really in all facets of life.
He was really like a life coach, just as much as a swim coach.
If there's one thing that sums up the respect that I have for Coach Steen, it's that I am 43 years old and I still call him Coach. I was in his daughter's wedding and I still call him Coach. Camped in his backyard, still call him Coach. Shared mimosas with him on Thanksgiving when he invited me to his house, and I still call him Coach.
I was one of the original Swimmin' Women, and Jim was our first coach, arriving in the fall of 1975. By the way, we did call him Jim, except for one of us, Barb, who called him, our 28-year-old coach, Mr. Steen. I want to share with you the message that Jim gave us prior to our first conference championship. From his cubbyhole office above Schaefer Pool, using just 2 fingers, Jim typed out our individual goals, our prior best times, our suggested splits, and a long paragraph about believing, actualizing, picturing, controlling, and positivity, all with lots of all caps, underlining, and exclamation points. He ended it with this, quote, "Keep calm and cheerful, and above all, don't worry. Take comfort in the fact that you are a member of the greatest little team at the championships," end quote.
One of the 2 things that Coach always used to say to us that I now say to swimmers that I coach. One is, he always used to say, we play for keeps. And I love that because I felt like, at its heart, this should be about enjoyment, about bettering ourselves and playing, right? But we play for keeps, meaning we want to be the best at what we do. We take it seriously and we understand that the greatness that comes out of it comes from that.
Coach, you'd stand up by the lifeguard stand with all of us sitting around the deck around you before workout, Your voice starting slowly, gravelly, wandering around ideas a bit. But then eventually your voice would rise to a fervor as you found your stride, looking for the right words, pacing back and forth, hand on hip, head cocked to the side, saying things like, stare at your weakness, like you're a painter, staring at your last painting.
He told us before a difficult workout to just settle in. Settle in meant accept that you are going to do this workout and you're going to get through it. It is going to be hard. However, don't let your mind get in the way of you accomplishing this. Focus on the thing that you're doing right now, and then when that's done, focus on the next thing that you're doing right now, and just don't let your mind get in the way, and don't let your mind push back against what you know you're going to have to do.
He viewed competition in swimming was like a boxing match. You know, I want to knock you out. I want to hit you to the ground, and as soon as I do, I'm going to put my hand down to pick you back up so I can knock you down to the ground again. And I just totally bought into that. You know, what a great way to compete. I want others to do their best. I want others to swim their fastest, and I'm still going to beat them.
It was just fascinating to me to watch him change over time too. Like one year, his entire diet consisted of Diet Pepsi and cookies. The next year, all that out the window, and now it's Diet Snapple. Every meal, every occasion, only Diet Snapple. The particularity with which he went about, formatting the workouts on a daily basis just amazes me.
And those of you who have been through the program, especially those of you who might have worked alongside Coach Steen, know about his use of Excel. He is a wizard with Excel. I mean, he was the first person on this campus to adopt Macs, to adopt apples as a way of life. He changed the LBIS department here, he changed the athletic department here, and really brought everyone on board with this tool. But for him, it's a tool that allows him to see beyond the numbers. And so a lot of how we shape the program is through Excel. But what I'm thinking about right now is, even now, 15 years after, 10 years after he moved on from coaching here, Coach still thinks through Excel. Just this past year when he was in the office, visiting, talking to me, wanted to hear about the team, just as importantly, he wanted to share with me how he tracks all of his walks. And so if you think that Coach has moved on from keeping spreadsheets, tracking heart rates, tracking efforts, color coding, I assure you he has not. He has years of data of his walks, how he walks around the community here in Gambier, how he walks across the country, how his heart rate changes, how many miles he's done. And I love that about him. I love the fact that he's still thinking. I love the fact that, Coach, that you're still looking for ways to be better. In this case, it's ways for you to be better. It's ways for you to continue to improve your health and your connection to your community. But I love that. And I love seeing you have a super complicated spreadsheet. The idea that there is still one of those spreadsheets growing through you makes me happy. So.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, it is, right? It's all the colors you can imagine. It's got charts, it's got graphs. It's very Coach.
The other thing that Coach said that I always used to tell people is once we were in a team meeting and he was trying to see who hadn't done the power rack yet this week. So he asked the people to raise their hand if they hadn't done power rack, and Michael Bonomo, who was a distance swimmer but also a 100 breaststroker, raised his hand, and Coach said, "Bonomo, the only way you're going to do power rack is if we strap it on your back and you do a 2,000 for time."
Successful swimming programs in Division III. That's right, we're talking about Kenyon College. Kenyon College in Ohio has dominated Division III swimming for the last decade. So I guess we should not be surprised at the fact that the Lords and Ladies are again favored to win the championships again. Right now, Jim Day has more on our National Car Rental Spotlight.
For more than 50 years, Kenyon College Swimming has posted numbers that no other college can match. Some say there's magic within the walls of the Ernst Center Natatorium.
The legacy of the Kenyon swim program had a lot to do with that. It's just so many people have come here and done so well, and it's just neat to be a part of a team where everybody is supportive of each other and everybody excels together.
Being part of a team and with such a tradition, you can't help but to swim fast.
It's a strong academic school, and you're going to get people who are serious about what they're doing, and
if they're serious in academics, they're going to be pretty much serious in everything else that they take, and that leads over into swimming.
We all want to just be a part of something bigger.
Everyone wants everyone else to go fast, so when a breaststroker goes fast, then the backstroker's gonna go fast. Everybody wants everyone else to work, and it sounds like a utopia, but it works.
With the type of preparation and the mental attitude that these kids have, which is developed by Jim Steen, there's just no way that they feel that they can't win it.
Kenyon swimming has meant and continues to mean so much to me. I was really lucky to have a lot of personal and team success, but I also built a lot of deep and meaningful relationships that still mean a lot to me today. I have friends who were swimmers even though we weren't on the team ever at the same time. The legacy of Kenyon swimming is much bigger than 4 years.
I quickly grew to love the deep roots and tradition of excellence that Kenyon swimming and diving embodied. Anytime we talk about the program's accolades, it's pretty staggering. The uniqueness to which we all contributed and of which we all benefited just can't be measured.
My favorite coach quote has got to be my freshman year when Coach said, "Kenyon ladies stand tall because they stand on the shoulders of all the exceptional ladies who go before them." This not only added to my feeling of personal power that I had not only my teammates with me, but ladies of the past who are still the present.
It was a very special, exceptional time of life to be a part of that community, that fraternity, that brotherhood of like-minded individuals pursuing excellence. And we were all there because of Coach Man, right? That he created this culture. He had that desire that was infectious, that we all took to, that we all saw in ourselves, that we all wanted to emulate.
And Kenyon swimming also changed my life dramatically because I ended up becoming a swimming coach instead of an engineer. I got so much from the sport and so much from Coach and our assistant coaches that I wanted to be able to give that back. I just love the experience so much. And that's not isolated, right? I had, of our 4 roommates, 3 of us ended up becoming swimming coaches. And the 4th one figured out a way to get even closer to Coach by marrying his daughter.
So Jim, a little poem, quick little poem for you and for Kenyon. There's a great gorgeous land way out yonder. It's Gambier, where silence has lease. It's the beauty that fills me with wonder. It's the stillness that fills me with peace. There's a place, oh, it beckoned and beckoned. Schaefer Pool, it was called, and it called. And Coachman, you came and you conquered. Oh God, how thankful we all are for it all. Jim, have a wonderful time tonight on this celebration that you so rightly deserve. Congratulations.
Congratulations, this is well-deserved and well-earned, and the fact there are so many people here tonight to celebrate Kenyon swimming in general, and for your achievements in particular, speaks so well to you as a coach, but even more so as a person.
Jim, I'd like to say thank you. You took Kenyon Women's Swimming and Diving Club and made it into a team that was just awesome and is a dynasty. Thank you very much.
And for inspiring so many people, including some of us who just were able to watch from the stands. I wish you all the very best, my friend.
Thanks for giving me resiliency. Thanks for giving me strength. Thanks for never letting me settle. Thanks for making me laugh. And thank you the most for believing in me.
Thank you, Coach, for being so influential and forming and shaping so many young adults.
Congratulations, you were quite an inspiration and motivating force in all of our all of our lives.
Thank you for bringing everyone together to share in our love for the college and the program, and most importantly, our love for you.
Thank you for giving us a space to pursue our passions Thank you for giving us the chance to be both students and athletes and never seeing one as being preeminent over the other. I think that's super important. Thank you for letting us pursue swimming as a deep passion. Thank you for letting us swim fast. Thank you for letting us get to know each other in ways that we never would have otherwise. And really just a great big thank you.
But let's be real and not forget that probably equal, if not more, recognition should go to Marcy, Sarah, and Tori for putting up with your obsession for performance excellence and for allowing you to spend so many countless hours hunkered down in the pool office and on the pool deck. So, Coach, congratulations. We love you.
The sky making an envelope around this hill, around us. The waters of 3 pools, all one and the same, echoing with 87 years of our complaints and our cheers that sound like they're killing us and also like we dearly love it, which when you get right down to it, is swimming. It's us, lords and ladies. Thank you for being the motivator that you are, Coach Man.
Coach was not happy with us because we had done something very bad. I don't remember what, but Coach's words on the pool deck were as follows.
You know, I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. And even if I did, which I do.
And that quote, we began quoting verbatim within a couple minutes after the talk. So we think it's accurate. Another favorite was when Coach decided to eat with us in the Pierce cafeteria, and he was very excited, in a good mood, and exclaimed,
You know, I love institutional food. I love it. I'd be perfectly happy in prison.
Just a couple fun Coachisms.